Text the word Bobby to 785-833 right now.
Standard data and message rates may apply.
It's super exciting for me because we get to bring Addie on the show. And Addie, you and I met at the Ryman last year, right?
Yes.
Because you came and played our show. And not only did you play, you had some friends that played with you. And those friends would be Nathan Chapman,
Yes.
the producer, and who else?
And Charles Kelly and Dave Haywood from Lady A.
That's a pretty good group of friends.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. So how did you meet all of them? What was that story?
So we met actually at a St. Jude fundraising event, and it was actually at the Kelly's house, and it's called Curated. So I was there to share my story. I'm actually a former St. Jude patient, so that was how I met the guys.
And you're there, and all of a sudden you're like, I think I want to be a big star. Is that how it happened? Because all I know is you came out and you dominated, and you were pretty much the star of the night. Like, how did it get to where you guys had a song and were performing at the Ryman?
Well, basically, it was the best night of my entire life. I've always loved to sing, and I've always loved country music. So it was an honor to be able to sing one of my own songs that night. And Nathan Chapman, who's one of my heroes, happened to be in the room, and he got this idea for us to write a song together and to record it and release it and do the whole shebang. So
I love a shebang. Especially a whole shebang. A half shebang, not a huge fan of a whole shebang, Addie.
The whole
That's
shebang.
It. So you talk about your story, and you talked with me a little bit about it, about being at St. Jude. How old were you when you went to St. Jude?
I was 14 when I went to St. Jude.
And what do you remember leading up to before you went into the hospital?
I just remember being in and out of the doctor's office a lot. I had a sore throat, and I was exhausted. And I looked gross. I was really like a yellow color, and I just felt terrible. And no matter what they had diagnosed me with, nothing really was getting any better. So
Where did you live at the time?
I'm from Corinth, Mississippi.
So you're going to the doctor around Corinth. And when do you get the news that you have cancer?
On February 8th of 2016, I ended up at St. Jude in the middle of the night and by ambulance, and they told me the very next morning that I had acute myeloid leukemia. So it happened really fast.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in an ambulance the very next morning, that seems like it would be like, oh crap, we got to go.
Yeah, we start chemo day one.
Really? So when you're 14 years old and this is happening, like what are you thinking?
What the heck? I really didn't have time to think a lot about it. It was overnight. I just leave all my friends in high school and my dog and my brothers and everybody behind, and the only thing I can do is focus on my health.
So you get to St. Jude, and what is it like when you get there?
Well, it's a pediatric cancer hospital, so you would imagine it would be really gloomy and sad, but it's really not. It's all the walls are painted with these sweet images of like kids playing in the snow or like playing baseball, and the whole place, everyone there is smiling, and it's very hopeful, and it's a surprising atmosphere.
It is a hospital. It's a pediatric cancer hospital, so it seems like it would be scary, but they do such great work in making sure, because look, it is. You have cancer, you're going to fight it, but they're doing everything they possibly can to make sure that you feel as comfortable as you possibly can in this situation. Looking back, how happy and how much do you just totally appreciate that?
It was the best place I could have been at the worst scenario.
How long were you there?
I was there for 6 months.
And what is it like? Because we talk on this show a lot, and we've worked with St. Jude for years, in that you don't have to pay for anything. You go to St. Jude, it's covered, because
it's amazing.
That would be really hard on families to have to figure out not only how to be there for their child, how to keep their mental health right, and then also how to pay for it. But they eliminate that one part of it, which I'm assuming was a big deal for you guys.
It was huge. My mom had to take off of work that entire time and basically was my roommate, which you can imagine at age 14 was not ideal, but it was such a huge blessing to them to not have to worry about the financial part of things, just be able to be there for me and be my full-time caregivers, basically. And my dad stayed home most of the time with my two brothers, and it was just kind of hard for our family to be split apart during those times, but St. Jude is incredible for not charging any of their families a bill. I mean, there's patients from all over the world, and they fly them in and give them treatment, travel, housing, food, everything they could possibly need.
What about friends? Did you make friends there?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty tight community there?
It is. It's just one of those things, like when you go through something like that, everybody just kind of has this family connection. because you understand.
What would your mom say about the place?
She'd probably say the same thing I would say is it's the best place you can be in the worst case scenario, and it really was a huge blessing to be treated there and to be surrounded by the best doctors in the world and the best community in the world, and you know you're not alone because you see all these other families in those waiting rooms and in those hallways, and everybody's just there for each other.
Did you sing while you were there? Did you try to were you known as the Addie the singer?
Yeah, I guess so. I love to write songs, and so that was kind of my outlet of just kind of getting my mind off of things. And I would actually bring in my guitar sometimes and play for my doctor and for my care team, and whoever else was in the clinic at the time, just trying to bring a little bit of a smile to people's faces.
Were you able to get back on track with school?
Yeah, I actually stayed in school the entire time I was there.
Really? Mm-hmm. And did you graduate from Ole Miss recently?
I did, yes.
I mean that's good. I mean, good for you.
She graduated.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. No, that's all. Good for you. No, I'm kidding. That's got to be super exciting for you to be able to like you're now a college graduate from a mediocre school.
I know.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Congratulations on that. I know that's a big deal. Like you stayed in school and you still did everything that you wanted to do, and now here you are. You're about to sing here on the show. What I want everybody to know is that first of all, I only give Addie a hard time because we're friends. Second of all, you can really help. And Addie's wearing our special edition Pimp and Joy sweatshirt made exclusively for today. You can become a partner in hope if you guys want to call 1-800-795-1800. 1-800-795-1800, and you can help people just like Addie, who's here with us today, who's going to perform in just a second. You've heard her story. Now wait until you hear her sing. Because I tell you, whenever you performed at the $1 Million Show, I was like, yeah, Addie's supposed to be pretty good. And then you were way better than pretty good. And it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
Thank you. Cool. So that was the best night of my life.
In studio now with Addie Pratt. And I may say some of this wrong, Addie, so you can help me. In February 2016, you were diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia.
Yes.
And so she was a freshman in high school. She spent 6 months in treatment in St. Jude. When you were there, did you get to go home at all?
No, I didn't.
For 6 months, huh?
I was there for 6 months straight.
Wow. And the great thing about St. Jude, they share whatever they discover freely. They also, you can go. If you have money or not, you go. They take care of you. They make sure that you can go because a parent should just have to worry about their kid. And like you said, your mom was your roommate. Mm-hmm. Who did the dishes?
Not me.
No. So Addie has been speaking for St. Jude because it has been such a big part of her life. And Addie came and performed with Eddie and I at the Ryman last year. And so you wrote this song with them, right?
Yes.
So it's called The Woman I Am. And who'd you write it with?
I wrote this song with Nathan Chapman, Charles Kelly, and Dave Haywood.
Where were you guys when you wrote it?
We were in Dave's basement.
So it was a whole separate day. You guys all got together and just wrote it after the event at Charles's house?
After the event at Charles's house.
Really?
We met up in Dave's basement, and I was kind of freaking out because there were like Grammys on the wall, and it was just really awesome to be in a room with these Grammy Award winners and just little old me. And they were like, okay, so let's throw around some title ideas, and what do you think about The Woman That I Am? And I was like, who's this woman we're writing about? And they were like, well, you, Addie, we want to write about your story, and we want to write this inspirational song with you. And I was like, oh, okay, sounds cool. So it's exactly what we did.
How long were you nervous in the writing room?
Oh, I was pumped. I really didn't feel nervous in the writing room. That's totally my element. So I was having a great time. But I was nervous I wouldn't like the song.
Like when you were done with it or while it was happening?
When we were done with it. Before going into it, I was scared I wouldn't feel the way that I feel about it. But truly, it's one of the things I'm the most proud of.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready. All right. Here she is. This is. Let me tell you. Follow her on Instagram, Addie Paige Pratt. The middle name still in there?
Yes, still in there.
That's not part of your performance name though, is it?
That's what the folks back home call me.
Got it. Addie Paige. Okay. Addie Paige Pratt. Here she is with The Woman I Am.
I never wanted to put those dreams on hold. Oh, I never wanted to walk that broken I didn't know what to do. But looking back now, it's a blessing. On the other side, yeah, I made it through. I'm all the bumps in the road, all the close calls that came just a little too close. I'm all the ups and the downs, all the dry your tears, girl, we'll figure it out. I wouldn't change a thing, I wouldn't turn back time, 'cause every broken wing taught me how to fly. Guess the good Lord had a plan to make me the woman that I am. I wasn't out there looking for a fight, no, no. But then again, I've never been the back down kind, no, no. I don't know what's round the corner, but I know that I'll be okay. 'Cause every storm makes you stronger. So bring on the rain, bring on the rain. I'm all the bumps in the road, all the close calls that came just a little too close. I'm all the ups and the downs, all the dry your tears, girl, we'll figure it out. I wouldn't change a thing, I wouldn't turn back time, 'cause every broken wing taught me how to fly. Guess the good Lord had a plan to make me the woman that I am. Oh, the woman that I am. Oh. If you find yourself going through it, just know that I'm living proof that it might be dark in this moment, but you'll make it through, and you'll say it too. I'm all the bumps in the road, all the close calls that came just a little too close. I'm all the ups and the downs, all the dry your tears, girl, we'll figure it out. I wouldn't change a thing, I wouldn't turn back time. Every broken wing taught me how to fly. Guess the good Lord had a plan to make me the woman that I am. Oh, the woman that I am. The woman that I am.
Awesome job. Come on.
Hey.
Dang, that was great. That's the best I ever heard you sing, too.
Oh, thank
How'd you feel about that?
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that was really good. And she's, by the way, if you guys can't see it, she's playing the piano as well. How long have you played piano?
Oh, I really don't.
No, that's not a thing. You can't say you really don't when I just watched you kill a
did.
song. Yes.
Oh,
how
well,
long
thank you.
okay, how long have you hit some keys on a piano publicly?
Not very long. I started out with the guitar and I wasn't very good at that, so then I switched to piano and it's good enough for me to just sing over it, but
Oh my god. I wish I was just good enough then. Dang. Okay, so that's Addie. You guys follow her, Addie Paige Pratt. You guys can go and hear The Woman That I Am. You can stream that. And you can also become a partner in hope. That's why she's here. Text the word Bobby to 785-833. When you do that, you'll get a link from St. Jude back to your text. You can click that link. Text the word Bobby to 785-833. And when you do, you'll get the special edition Pimp and Joy shirt made today. Just for today, you'll get it. And it was so good. It was so good.
thanks for having me.
Yeah. So what's up? Are you you trying to do the thing now?
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean,
I'm in Nashville.
So I mean, like, what's every day look like for you? You writing songs?
Yeah, and I'm actually working for St. Jude now. I'm working for St. Jude Alsac, their fundraising partner.
Yeah.
So it's really great. I mean, it puts gas in my car, and
But I mean, like, you got to be a star one day.
I'm gonna play my music forever. Is willing to hear it.
No, I said you're gonna be a star one day.
Oh well, thank you.
Okay, see, that's what we. She's like, no, I'm just gonna play. No. Okay, Addie, awesome. I'm sure next year we'll do this again. You come back and let's do something else.
That'd be awesome.
Every year, you just come in and we'll do this. If you happen to have a couple number one hits in between, then we'll get you in for that too.
Hey, don't say it if you don't mean it.
I don't. I say nothing I don't mean. Mostly I'm just like, all right.
I'll be here.
He means it.
Whatever your name was, goodbye. Not you though, Addie.
Oh.
All right, you guys, become
you
a partner
come
in
in.
hope now. 1-800-795-1800. Remember, families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food because all a family should worry about is helping their child live. That's why we do this show. Please help out if you can. 1-800-795-1800. Follow her, Addie Pratt. There she is. Addie Pratt, everybody. All right, we'll be back.
It's a Bobby Bones show.